Do you have a creepy guy at your CrossFit gym? What should you do? Is there someone at your gym who creeps out other people? If you're a CrossFit coach or a gym owner, you need to watch this video because one creepy person at your gym could ruin your business, and I'm going to tell you how to deal with it. Here's the definition of a sexual annoyer. A sexual annoyer is a few notches down from a sexual harasser. They most likely are aware of their most inner creepy thoughts, but they're not aware that other people can perceive it and that others take drastic measures to avoid them. So they ask, hey, where are the girls at? Well, they answer, hiding from you. Sexual annoyers choose targets, a particular person or people who share the characteristics that make the annoyer feel that they're easy prey. Sexual annoyers fracture the culture of an entire WOD or workout of the day, and they don't allow their targets to bond with other people without them. They want to be the center of attention of their targets, and they perform innocuous, kind of less visible behaviors so that they won't get detected, such as glaring, interrupting their target's workout to offer help, initiating unwanted conversations, standing too close or slowly inching forward while talking or trying to smell their target. So under the guise of, hey, I'm a friendly guy, they try to possess their targets over time. Now, as a gym, the only way that you know that you have a sexual annoyer is when someone complains, and that's if you're lucky. Most targets and observers of that behavior will simply leave and take their friends with them. So what you need to do is you need to educate the staff on how to handle this. So if your gym does not have a sexual annoyer policy, then during your next staff meeting, I think it's a worthy topic of discussion. So in this policy, the annoyer is gently and lovingly, but not softly, directly confronted by a trusted coach or gym owner and given pointers on how others might perceive them. So questions are asked to guide the annoyer into realizing that he could really contribute to the culture here in a more sensitive fashion, and that it would also improve other areas of his life as well. So a bland story can be offered like, hey, when I first came to Hawaii, I was amazed to find that I was swimming next to this beautiful sea turtle, and then I touched it and it died because the bacteria on my skin infected it, but I didn't know that. And so I'm telling you this story because sometimes our intentions are different from how our behavior is received by others. But the actual specific details have to be told to the annoyer. The hard facts must be delivered, and that is that a female member, and probably other female members, feel uncomfortable around you. And I, your coach, want to help you correct that. Like, do you notice that when you walk towards a woman or girl to strike up a conversation, she immediately gets up and walks away from you? Do you notice that happens more than once during a WOD, or before the WOD, or after the WOD? Or do you notice that she avoids eye contact with you and doesn't want to talk to you, even when you're super peppy and you keep trying to get her attention? Do you notice? And then you go on and on and on. And then you name the target's behavior. You just say to him, that's called shunning. When women subtly or overtly shun you. And now we don't want that at the gym. We want women to love you and be friends with you. And that means they have to feel safe around you. So let me help you. And you soft pitch him the ball, but you still show him the ball and give him the ball. Now, if you're a really nice coach and you just can't confront someone, then I want you to think of it like this. You know, when you're coaching someone how to deadlift and you're always reminding them to put their weight in their heels and make sure that the weight's not in their toes. Okay, you're constantly aligning their posture because you're a really good coach. And you can do the same thing with the annoyer. You can make him aware that he needs to constantly align his emotional, mental, and masculine posture when it comes to women. So your clients don't always balance their weight evenly on their toes and heels, but they're aware of it. And the annoyer will not always de-escalate his behavior, but he'll be aware of it. And you as a coach are not always going to catch an annoyer, but you're going to be aware of it. And awareness is the first step. So if you're a gym in Hawaii, Hawaii has two things that are sort of detrimental to good business. And the first is Asian culture, which is based on shame. And the inability to say no or to deliver negative feedback. And this causes a low-level dishonesty because no one knows what to do to correct their behavior or how to make things right because everyone's so nice that no one's going to say anything. The second thing is leadership values, which are feminine, not masculine, like empathy and love and trust and understanding and inclusion. But masculine traits like grit, courage, and structure, they're not as highly valued here. So to be a profitable, successful, growing, and purposeful gym, you have to overcome these forces. And if you do not, bad business will prevail in Hawaii. So you've got to choose which side you're on and fight a good battle. No choice is the weak choice. So why don't you let your gym members just do your job for you? Well, as a coach, it's your responsibility to address this head on, not one of your clients' responsibility as a gym member. If a female member confronts the annoyer, that female has to leave. And then the other females who he's targeted will say, you know what, that's not cool. This happened to me too. I feel uncomfortable. You know what, I'm leaving also. In the past, I've witnessed female CrossFitters rely on stronger male warriors to keep the weaker-minded males in line in order to protect the culture of honor, respect, discipline, and customer loyalty in the gym. And I know this sounds very gendered, but this occurred in elite environments where we had to keep the standard high in order to exceed our business goals and not tarnish the brand. Like, for example, when I was hired to be a leadership coach for Special Operations Forces teams and World Champion athletic teams. And I'm not holding you to that high of a standard as them, but I am holding you to that high of a standard because you're better than that. You know, you're CrossFit. So if you're asking, well, what's the big deal? You know, it's just one sexual annoyer. Well, sexual annoyers have a short-term and a long-term effect on business. Now, the short-term is that the young women leave, and when the young women leave, the young men leave. And the long-term effect is that you get a cougar CrossFit gym, where only older women who can withstand the sexual annoyers and their athletic husbands stay. And who else stays are newbies, or people who are being mentored by Mama and Papa CrossFit at that gym. And then you have this bipolar effect of really strong, athletic, older gym members and a bunch of younger newbie CrossFit members who are inexperienced. But as soon as those newbies gain experience, they're going to leave and go to another gym that doesn't tolerate sexual annoyers. So the long-term effect is that the gym has no people who are kind of in the middle, just standard athletes in their 30s and 40s who are the highest income earners in society. And CrossFit traditionally is a sport whose members have higher income and who are in their 30s and 40s. So your gym becomes a gym that has to dredge from the peripheries of the target market, not pull from its core. So when you market to and retain and recruit members, you're doubling your effort with half the results. And a strong gym doesn't market. Its members market for it.